And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is a wonderful and hot and so hot day here, and you are probably wonderful and hot wherever you are. Hey, let's get into some Minecraft before I dig myself into a hole saying something I probably shouldn't. And let's hang on. It became night rather suddenly, which happens in Minecraft, but, still. So, oh yeah, we're going to be having some fun today. Or at least I am. Whether you're having fun or not is totally dependent on probably, me and or whatever else is going on in your life. Like falling off of ghasts. So, here's the deal. I've got this really cool door, which is wonderful. And I have a very, very small amount of ceiling that I need to put in here, okay? Coming out, well, over everything. The problem is, it's this black terracotta, which is awesome, but black terracotta does not grow on trees because it's dirt, and that's just not how dirt works. So, I do have lots of other terracotta here and elsewhere. What I don't have is a lot of black dye. So what I'm going to do is set up a little bit of a squid farm. Now, squid farms aren't too bad, as I recall. I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually built one. But we're going to try. We're going to try it. We're going to build one right over there, I think. That's going to be the plan. So, the trick is to get this all working. Now, I think I've got most of what I need to get started. I want to get my box of frog lights. Excuse me. I am a little bit gassy today. Went out and had some very excellent Mexican food last night. And unfortunately, my body is not overly thrilled with that. Which is too bad because it was amazing. There's one thing we have here in southern Colorado. It's really good Mexican food. Anyway, so here's the deal. What you need to do to build a squid farm is start in a river biome. Well, turns out I got one of those. So we're going to be working on that. But first things first, I'm actually going to close up some of that water, and I might end up filling the rest of that in. We shall see. It's going to be a thing. We'll find out as I figure out where this is going to go. But basically, I think what I want to do is actually, you know what? I might just leave it over here. That might be okay. Let's get this sugar cane out of the way. And how big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's actually not too bad. Now, this is river. This is Badlands here. And then the river biome continues over here. So let's bring this way. And I'm going to need to set up a little bit of a base here. So let's start with my ender chest. And, of course, the handy-dandy crafting table. All right. Seems like a good place to start. The other thing I'm going to need is buckets. Oops, that's not buckets. Those are buckets. All right. All right, so what I'm going to do is we'll close this side off like so. And yeah, we're river biome all the way to this corner. So perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we'll sort of build this out into a little bit of a space of some sort or other. The other thing, oh, I don't have a bed on me. Well, drat. I don't have any wool on me either because I know this for a fact. I just put the wool away. All right, well that's fine. I'll go fly home and we'll craft a bed here in a little bit. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It actually is. Hey, what do you know? So I think this is going to be the farm. I mean, I could bring it this way, I suppose. I mean, there's nothing that says it has to be square. I was just I mean, I could do this with... So here's what I was thinking. Sorry, my mind is going. Also, I had a plan, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it now. So the idea was originally, we'll build a 9x9 or an 8x8 dealy bob here, okay? And where is the chunk bound? Chunk border is there. Interesting. Okay. So what I could do, chunk border is here. Let's, at the very least, be inside the chunk border here on this side. Let's see, we've got river over here. Yeah, and then the chunk comes this way. All right, well, that's annoying, but okay, we can I make that work? I can make that work. So, excuse me. Hey, how's it going, Sinister? Do I have fun streaming? Yes, I do. So I'm going to pull this out. Some of that's not river biome, which is going to be a little bit annoying, but, you know, it is what it is. Meanwhile, I'm going to just throw water buckets all over the place. Let's see. I have a bunch of random garbage. It's been like a year. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. That's not what's going to go there, but it's what's there now. All right, so yeah, what the hey. We'll go big, and I think I'll have to get some rails, but we'll do this. So how you doing, man? Hope you're having at least a reasonable day and or life. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna, yeah, we'll take this out, and yeah, let's go ahead. We'll bring this way, and this will work out. We'll go to here. I mean, I've got the space. I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference, but we'll go with it. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and now water this whole mess up. All right. Now, was that a mistake? Actually, probably. But, you know, we'll go with it. Anyway, so we've got ourselves a nice area here. This is where the squid are going to spawn. Now, to make life a little bit easier on myself, let's get those frog lights. Now, I'm going to put frog lights all around the edge. And the reason being, I want to... yeah, we'll use the ochre ones. I want to be sure I don't get drowned spawning here, because drowned spawn in rivers as well. And I just don't need them here. Okay. There are lots of other things that could spawn that I would rather have, you know, like squid. But the drowned will... they're just going to be annoying, so let's just get that out of the way now. Hey, Carp! Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you're having a fun Thursday. It is Thursday, right? Yeah, okay. I'll tell you, my week is so messed up. I don't know why, but it just is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I cannot stay. All right. And then we'll run this way. All right. So the good news is, again, this will keep this area relatively safe from drowned spawning and stuff. All right. Now, with all of that in mind, let's and all of those blocks dancing like crazy. Let's take a quick trip back to the base so I can pick up a bed, because we're going to be here quite a bit more than this, and I would like to not have to fly back and deal with nighttime. So we'll just crash through here. What do I have that I don't need? I don't know. Dirt, for example. I don't need dirt. And plants. I don't need the sugar cane right now, which is fine. So the iron bars are not going to be overly helpful. Okay. Bed. Okay. Carrots. Somewhat more helpful in the food department than other things. Okay. Wood. Wood? Wool. Wool is like wood, but it's different. Okay. No. We're great. Everything is fine. We're just peachy. Okay. All right. And even though I'm not going this way, I'm going to run across my bridge. Through my cool door. Bye, guys. Okay, there they are. A little slower today. Caught them napping, you know. All right. Let's get down here. Yeah, I think this is gonna be good. So we'll just slap the bed down here. Now, squid farms are definitely a thing I've never really built before. So we're going to be experimenting, but I know some of the theory, so we're gonna hope that I remember enough of it to make this work. And yeah, the first thing I'm going to need here is a bunch of pale oak. Also, another shulker box. Nice. See, you know, this is why my inventory is always such a mess. All right, so what I'm going to need here are pale oak dealy bobs here. All right, yeah, we're going to need some fence gates. Do I need fence gates? Yeah, I think so. And I think what I need to do... Oh. All right. This is where things might have gotten... Well... Ah, okay. Good. All right. Yeah, I think this will work. So I need these fence gates here. I'm going to open them in a minute, but I need them to be... I need them to be in and not waterlogged. Okay, because I think... And again, this is just from a vague memory of a video I watched once 1,000 years ago about how to build a squid farm. And, you know, we're talking about the heights of early 2000s technology. So we're going to be great here. All right, so we'll just get all of this in place. It's going to be wonderful. Hey, how's it going? What's that? Emily over there on Kick? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm going to need a lot more trapdoors. Okay. Well, we can do that. And they're not trapdoors. Obviously, they're fence gates. But, you know, go there. I am doing all right. Okay, hopefully this will be enough. All right, so we'll just get this going right through this. Now, I could make this wider. We could do lots of things, but I think this will be enough. All right. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. I know that narrows it down a lot. Okay. All right. Now, the reason we have these here is that when the squid will spawn, so I'll open up all these fence gates, and what'll happen is the squid will spawn in these little bits of water, but they'll be able to go through the fence gates into the air blocks, and then hopefully they'll fall. Right? That's the master plan. You're from Texas. Nice. I've been through there many a time. Oh, okay. I'm going to need so many more signs. Because what I'm going to need to do next is come underneath this and just put signs under everything to hold the water up, and then, you know, the squid will fall through it. You know, it's a thing. You are welcome to ask, but be sure you've read the rules first. Okay, because getting the feeling I'm talking to a spammer. All right, so what we'll do, okay, is we'll get signs in place. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so the signs are going to come all the way through here. And it's going to be a whole special breed of fun. So let's dig out the dirt. Okay. All right. You know what I did not get in this whole process was I didn't get my train box. So that's going to be fun. Don't do the thing. We're not gonna do the thing. It's not where that goes. Okay. All right. Take a little breath of whatever air is here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get all of this in place. That, again, that's not where that goes. It doesn't go on the gate. It goes on the other fence. All right. Yeah, this is going to take roughly forever. All right. Take that out. No. No, no, no. It's going to go that way. They're all going to open that way because... Or... I'm just going to pick a way. They're all going to open the same way because of reasons. All right, so... Yeah, see, there's this little corner where nothing's going to spawn because it's Badlands for these, like these 2 blocks. But that's all right. Not too worried about that. Again. Oh, right. Darn it. Gotta be a little bit more careful with my stuff, apparently. Okay, let's combine that. Right. Unfortunately, this is just going to be tedious. All right. Yep, it's just going to be tedious. There's no way we're going to get around that. I mean, I suppose technically I don't have to put the signs under every block, but it's just going to be so much easier if I do. So that's in the wrong place. Darn it. All right, I think what I'm going to do, I've got to get that. Jeez, all of the stuff here. Okay. All right, hang on. How did I end up with 3 buckets? I thought I already only had 2. Maybe I already had one in my inventory. That's always possible. All right. Maybe let's get under here. Let's open all the trapdoors first. That seems like a thing we can do. I feel confident. I can open a fence gate. I may call them a trapdoor, but darn it, I can open them. Right, we've got this technology. It's a thing. We can totally do it. It'll be great. All right. Okay, so the plan, again, the idea is that squid will spawn in this water, will swim because that's what squid does, and end up in these blocks of air where the trapdoor or where these fence gates are, and then suddenly they're not in water and they'll fall. Okay. Unfortunately, squid do not care one little bit about things like bubble columns or anything like that. So we're going to be dealing with that fun. All right. And again, we'll sleep before it gets too crazy. Okay. Awesome. So now let's just get under here. Okay, and let's just see if I can get all of this dug out. Now, when I was originally envisioning building this thing, I was thinking that, hey, there's no water here yet, so I'll just do it all with before the water's in, which would have been a really great way of doing this. But there was already water here, and then I decided to fill in the rest of the thing with water and make life harder on myself, because that's just how we roll here. You know, it's just, that's just it. Okay. All right, we'll get all of this in place. Now, there's the one little fun bit is right now nothing's going to spawn because I'm standing right here. Squid, just like any other mob, won't spawn within 20-something blocks of the player. So we're going to have to deal with that. But, okay. All right, yep, and again, we'll have to go at... What I was just thinking it was going to be an 8x8 or maybe a 9x9 area. I'm okay with that, you know, with hoppers and stuff. When I decided to basically double it, that's going to be a little much. So, excuse me. We're gonna do this with minecarts, the hopper minecart. So that'll be fun. It'll be all sorts of exciting, I think. All right. Now, we have just a little, I think just two more columns to go here. It's going to be all the fun in the world. Okay. Back. Come on. Get the lapis. Get that lapis. All right. Yeah, this is... Sorry, I'm having to fight the water a little bit. I mean, I have depth strider boots, but they're fine. It's just, but that doesn't completely stop you from moving. All right, cool. So now let's get ourselves some signs here, and let's get the signs in place. And the idea, oops, the idea here is that the squid, if they swim down, end up in the water or end up in air. And squid, for all of their graceful skills in the water, do not swim through the air particularly well. And we need to be sure that they're, you know, that they don't continue to swim through the air and, you know, fall and end up where I want them to be. So, you know, all that good stuff. All right. The other side of this is make sure I get all of the signs in the right place. Like, not that one. That one's in the wrong place. I should have put the signs in first. I don't know. The way this is going, who knows what I should be doing, but okay. Okay. Also, ugh. All right. Lots of side placement. And then I've got to go replace that fence gate that I broke. Okay. And come on. There we go. All right. Let's go. Where did that... Do I don't have room in my inventory to have picked it up. It's somewhere else. All right, it's gone forever apparently. Where the heck did that fence gate go? All right, hang on, F3B. Where did I maybe just not put one there? I mean, that's possible. All right. I mean, these things happen. So, okay. I don't need the lapis. That can go away. All right, well, let's grab a few more sticks then. Okay, and another fence gate. All right. Nope, this is fine. Well, I should be able to reach this from... Here, let's close that for a minute. If I can put this one right there. All right. Cool. And then those can open. All right. Oh, look at me making very slow progress. It's going to be great. All right. Honestly. Oh, there's the gate. This might make it easier. Let's just... I gotta take all of this out down here too, so... So that's fine. Right. So that'll come out. This goes out. Oh yeah, we're just gonna be the most messed up people ever. All right. All right, well, maybe not, because, you know, I've seen the internet. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, there's that fence gate we lost a minute ago. Alright, so the plan here, so we'll get all of these in. I'm going to dig out a couple of layers underneath, and then we're going to put in some campfires. Now, what I'd like to do is put in some soul campfires, because they burn hotter. And I honestly don't know if I'm going to have enough. We may have to go get some soul sand. Okay, which is fine. I think I've got a bunch of it at my gold farm, but it's going to be a thing, right? Absolutely. Yeah, this will be a little bit easier once I get all of the signs in place. But yeah, so we'll get campfires in, and I need to run rail under that. So I think what the plan is going to be is we'll get the rail in, and then what I'll do is put the campfires on top of the rail. It should be relatively straightforward. Okay, now a lot of these farms I've seen were drop killers. They would you drop the squid down, 20 blocks or whatever it is, so they end up splatting and dying right away, which is faster. That's 100% faster. Actually, it might be more than 100% faster. I don't know. It's definitely faster because the squid die, and that makes more room for another one to take its place. Okay. But I don't want to dig that much. Okay, I know it seems particularly strange, right? But no, I have zero desire to dig that much. So we're going to not do that. Okay, and I need more sticks. Okay, because I'm going to need more signs. Okay. Oh yeah, this is going to be fine. No, honestly, this isn't going to be too bad. This is going to be a really simple setup here. And I don't need anything complicated, right? Besides, squid farms don't get overly complicated as it is. There are monsters nearby. I don't want there to be monsters nearby. Oh, fine. Fine. Come back here. I need to pick up some stuff anyway, and I think... Let's see if I've got an empty shulker over here. Well, okay, this one's close enough. Actually, this one's not bad either. Okay, I do want to pull that out of there. And this has some rails to it, so that's a good thing. So we'll take those. All right. And let's go give this a try. All right. Oh, lots more signs to place. Yeah, see, this is a nice area for a squid farm because there isn't a lot of other water around, which is important for these types of things. Because you want to try to restrict the spawning space for the squid. So it's really handy if you can find a little bit of a river biome in a desert, because they tend to not be large and there's not a lot of other water around. So this is hopefully hopefully this is going to be fine. If it's not, and I've really screwed things up, we're not going to get any squid at all, and it's going to be, you know, a big waste of time. But it's not like I haven't wasted time building something that doesn't work before, so we're just going to go for it. You know, this is... I'm going to be building... I'm going to be building more redstone stuff throughout this part of the series. And it's going to be great. I don't plan on looking at other people's farms. I plan on developing my own, which is its own special breed of fun. I got to tell you. I mean, I enjoy it, but most of what I'm going to be building is not going to be the most efficient thing you'll have ever seen. Okay, which, again, not a big deal. Just something to be aware of as we make our way through this crazy little thing called Minecraft. All right. And there we go. There's our happy little water shelf. All right, so the plan, such as it is again, the squid will spawn up there in the water. That's what squids do. They'll swim into the empty air spaces where those fence gates are, or they'll swim down and end up, you know, falling into this airspace. And again, squid don't swim through the air very well, so we're going to drop them down onto onto some soul campfires, which again, I didn't actually go get soul sand. Go me. All right. Anyway, so we'll get all of that nonsense in, and it's going to be great. Now, speaking of nonsense, it would be nice if I could, you know, get out of this little hole here. I am going to need, you know, a way in and out of this while I work on the farm. All right. Actually, let's get this one. All right. So much more stuff, right? I know this doesn't need to be in there, but it's going to be in there. We're 100% going to put it in there because, you know, there is a place to put it. You know, it's not any more complicated than that. All right. Now, let us see what else will be doing with the stuff. It's going to be a thing. Yeah, let's... So I think what I'm going to do... Oh, look, more water. That is mildly inconvenient. Because that is all river biome down there. Which means I'm going to have to fill that in. Oh, again, the whole point of this was to not have extra water around. All right. Well, let's clean this out, and then we'll see what else I need to do. See how much other water is down there. That is going to be highly inconvenient, I'll tell you right now. All right, so let's take a look. Obviously, there's a bunch of... Oh, there is a lot of water down now. Okay. All right, hang on. I wonder if I have the capability here. Biome border overlay. Yes. Okay, here we go. This green mess here is river biome. Okay? So everything outside here, this is all Badlands. It's wet, but I don't have to worry about that because it's not a river biome. I only need to worry about squid spawning in the river. So basically, if I color inside the lines here a little bit, we'll use this very convenient block here. Okay, hang on. I'm going to turn on the light levels here just so that you can see a little bit better over there on the streams. Okay. Wow, this is really annoying. Just saying. All right, hang on. I need to breathe. Okay. I am missing the scuba gear from Create Mod. Just, you know, that was really handy. Okay, so this is Badlands. So come back over here. That's Badlands. What do we have? We've got river biome over. Oh no, this is dripstone cave biome. Okay, cool. All right. All right. Well, this is cool. We'll, just need to be sure I get all of this filled in. Okay. And I said it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, I should also breathe. Hang on, we're gonna not breathe for a minute. Okay, breathing. Breathing is good. All right, big fan. All right. Oh. All right, well, that's fine. Let's grab some andesite. All right, so we're going to come up this way. Yeah, and up. Oh, what a mess. Okay. No, this is fine. This is totally fine. All the fineness. All right. Hang on. I'm going to breathe, and then we'll swim back up. And I'll see if I can get some more materials to fill this in. All right. Because, you know, stuff. All right. So I happen to have some blackstone. I do have a fair amount of dirt here, too. So, excuse me. If I need to use dirt, I can absolutely use dirt. All right. All right, so yeah, this is really annoying. Just having the river biome extend underground down here is just it's just a pain. It is just an epic pain. Okay, fortunately, it's not going to be too bad to deal with. It's just obviously I just need to fill it in, but it's just a step I didn't want to have to do. You know, I don't know about you, but I've definitely had more than my share of things I haven't wanted to do this week. On the other hand, I think I said it earlier, I did get to go out to eat last night, and went out with my family, and we went to this very excellent Mexican buffet that's in town, and you know, I know not everyone's like, you hear the words Mexican buffet, and you think, oh, that sounds dangerous. Yeah, this is real, authentic Mexican, and it is amazing. Also, I'd like to sleep now. Okay. We are not talking Taco Bell Mexican. We are talking good stuff. All right, down we go. All right. Dirt. But again, I live in an area where there's just excellent Mexican food, which is good because I love Mexican food. All right. Sorry if I'm also seeming like low energy or something. I have not slept well the last few days, and I think it's catching up with me. What's really annoying is I actually have to work tonight. So, you know, I'll get done with stream, and then I get to go get ready and go back to work for a couple of hours. It's not like it's going to be like hyper crazy or anything. We're just adding a couple more UPSs to our server racks, but swapping out the ones that are already there that are old and failing and stuff. But okay, we're making progress. This little whatever this is, magma block over here, has made this significantly faster. Because I can just come over here and breathe, and you know I'm a big fan of breathing. Just typically, I mean you wouldn't believe it, given that I, you know, live in the mountains and we have like altitude and not oxygen. But, you know, that's okay. All right. And I'm out of dirt. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to have to go get some more. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to have to go get some more stuff. So F3. Oops, no. Okay, turn the biome overlay off. And yeah, let's go get some more dirt. I think I've got more dirt and or grass and or something over here. I mean, I could fill the rest in with deep slate, but deep slate's a lot more of a pain to mine out if I need more of it. So, okay, dirt and grass. Not a whole lot of that there, is it? Okay. All right. Granite. Granite. There we go. And this is spelled with an S, I think. If it's not, I can edit the signs. I like being able to edit signs. It's lovely. Stone over there. All right, cobblestone it is. All right. All right. So we'll see now. Would have hoped that. Let's do the cobblestone first. I would have hoped that I'd have seen a couple of squid spawn in here just to help me feel better about what I'm doing. You know, I knew I probably should have read the wiki before I got started on this project to just see, hey, where do the squid? What are the squid spawning habits? Now, if I need to, let's oops, there we go. Chunk border. All right. Right. So this is river. This is where we're at with Badlands. Okay. Cool. I had something. I had a thought. It's gone now, but it was a really cool thought. Can I sit here and breathe, please? Thank you. All right, so... All right, we'll just get all of that in place so that the squid will only spawn where I want them to spawn. Now, if I need to, okay, and it wouldn't be too bad to do it. If I need to, I could absolutely take out those fence gates. And, you know, I might take a quick detour just once I get all of this filled in. Because this, I know I'm going to have to do. But once I get this all filled in, I might take a quick detour and run over to the wiki. And just make sure I understand the squid spawning mechanics. Okay, because that's a thing I want to... Yeah. I'm going to have to be sure I've got right, so... Now, in all honesty, I could tear all of this stuff out again, as long as I stop the water. Or I could have hit this with sponges. That would have been okay, too. I don't have sponges. I did find the one ocean monument that we grabbed the Guardians for the gas reactor the other day, but I didn't rate it. So that's going to have to be something that happens at a later date, as I am so fond of saying that that's a problem for future me. And okay. All right, I think we're good. All right. All right, so now the plan here. Let's see. Do I want to put the track here? Or do I want to go down one more layer? I think... Hey, Sprite. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Yeah, no, YouTube doesn't do the slash wave. But welcome in. Glad you can make it. All right. I think my cat is having issues. All right. So, yeah, we're going to have to get... Oh, I may have to get some more redstone, too. That's going to be a special breed of fun. But... All right, let's make some rails and get some track laid down. Then I'll figure out where the heck this is all going to end up going. So I've got this one. This has some rails in it. Okay, also I could turn off the gamma override, which is why night has been sneaking up on me lately. Okay. So it was just a lot easier to see that with when we were dealing with being underwater. Okay, so let's get our rails. Okay, hopefully that's enough. So I'll have to get in here with some powered rails and stuff, but used to using YouTube is when you put in pop-out mode. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's fair. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to use a single track here, which, you know, a single minecart, it should be fine. I don't think it's going to be we're going to see enough, I don't think we're going to see enough squid droppings that this is going to be a problem. The other thing that could potentially spawn in here is going to be fish. Which, you know, I guess it's not going to hurt to have fish. So, all right. And let's see, do I have a torch? I do have a torch. You know. All right. Now, obviously, that's going to be stupid. So let's go get some. Let's get some sleep, and then we'll see about the rest of the track. You know, I didn't bring any gold with me, so you know, powered rails are going to be fun. I do have some. Heck, I still have levers on me. So I could always go underneath and do levers. Just... Okay, so that's going to have to be there so that the minecart bounces. And then probably... I think I'm going to do 2 rows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Is that right? It's just 7? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 makes more sense. All right. All right, so that's going to go there. I need to get some redstone. And, you know, because I am so efficient at this, I'm going to have to tear out all of that whole row of powered rails so I can put the redstone in, but, you know, it's okay. You know, that is just fine. Okay, so that's going to go there. All right, that comes out. This goes back. All right. Cool. Now, I am going to need some more powered rails, so let's go get some gold, which I left back at my base because of reasons and stuff. All right. Nope, I know what I'm doing. I have clues and stuff. Yeah. Yep, I need to power that too, so. Yeah. Sorry, I just like that door. The door is just so much fun. All right. Let's see here now. I had gold here. Perfect. All right, so let's make some powered rail. And then, again, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful because I don't want to go too crazy and use up all this redstone because at the very least, I need to craft up a couple of comparators. And, I think a couple of repeaters. I didn't bring soul sand over again either because, hey, I don't need to remember soul sand. That would be silly. All right, now, for this one on the end, I am just going to cut through here and drop in a lever because that's just going to be... We'll save ourselves a little bit of redstone that way. Okay. I guess your complete lack of parkour skills. You know, that the bridge is actually surprisingly easy to get across. I'm honestly surprised. All right, so now, actually, let me put some stuff away and get some redstone bits. Because I am absolutely going to need to get some redstone bits. Okay. All right. I need a couple of comparators. Let's just turn it all into dust. So I'm going to need a couple of comparators. I'm going to need... Ooh, that would have been bad. Okay. I overstate your skills. Yeah. Oh no, it's all right. I've definitely fallen off of it and through it more than my share of times too. So, you know. All right, so we're going to need a couple of those. And let's get a repeater. All right. Now, let's see if I remember how to build one of these things. So I'm going to need hoppers as well. It's the wrong box. All right. All right, so the minecart is going to come off this way. So let's actually, I'm going to give myself a little bit extra runway. And we'll go this way. All right. So, hoppers. I mean, I could. No, because I want an unloader. So, all right, this is fine. So this is going to come here. We go there. And let's see if I remember how this works. Okay. Need a block here, here. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Okay. Don't worry. I don't lie on stream that often. Okay, so... Okay, so now that goes there, and then we repeater this way. All right. Yes. That works. So as long as this is empty, it's powered, and then when that runs out, then it turns on and the minecart goes away. All right, what do you know? I actually remembered how to do a thing. Cool. That's what I'm here for. All right. So the next thing I need to do is get under here and okay. Hey, Super, over there on Kick. Glad you're here, but I'm not going to add you on Discord, so just going to delete that little spammy message and move on. All right. All right, so I think I'm going to need a filter here. So we'll come off this way. Let's see. I'm going to need some inventory space because my inventory sucks. Yeah. So much garbage. On the other hand, I have good hopes for a sorting system when the copper golem drops. Okay, so your cat just started meowing for attention, Sprite. Okay. She called out to her. She comes into the room, looks at you, and zooms out. Nice. Cats, man. All right. All right, so that's going to go that way. I am going to vaguely remember how to build an impulse SB sorter. Because that's totally a thing I remember how to do. Okay. Totally remember how to do this. Okay. All right, so 1, 2. We don't need to worry about buckling shoes here. We're fine with that. I think I go that way. Oh. No. Okay, hang on. Hang on. How much of that is river biome? Way too much. All right, fine. I have to go fill that in. All right, how do I get out of here? All right. Well, that's annoying. All right, let me go clear out some space for things. All right. Well, let's go fill in the river biome. All right, hang on. Gamma override on. All right, so yeah, so this is all river biome coming over to here. Okay. Yeah, I just need to be sure that all of the river is filled in, or at least water free, however that ends up happening. The squid won't spawn in the Badlands, right? Because that would be just silly. Okay. Oh, breathing. Breathing is a thing. Yeah, breathing. So yeah, I'm not worried about the Badlands biome here, but I do need to fill in the river. So something like that. Okay. All right, and that's ban. Okay. Yeah, and Zoomies mode has been entered. Oh, nice. Now she's chasing her own tail. Well, of course. It's convenient, you know. Okay. All right, we're getting there, I think. Oops. Hi. Did I fill that in? I did not. Okay. All right. Oh, let's breathe. Breathing. Okay. Breathing's good. We're good. It's all okay. You know. All right. Get all of this filled in. All right. Good. That should stop that from being an issue. Okay. Said it's not going to be ideal, but it'll be fine. All right. I think this goes like that. Something like that. All right. No, we're good. We're good. Everything's great. Okay. You have a bunch of actual toys for her that she just completely ignores. You know, because cats are like that. But her own tail. Yep. No, that's makes all the sense in the world. Totally. You know, who might argue with her silly cat logic? All right. And that goes right there. All right, cool. So now, all right, so now we can do cool things here. So, oh, it's also dark outside. I don't have any chests on me. Well, that's inconvenient. Oh, the other side of that inconvenience is, do I want to actually set up another filter for cooked fish, which is absolutely what I'm going to be getting here. We'll get ink sacs, of course, too, but do I actually care about cooked fish? I mean, I'm not going to be eating this stuff. It's going to be cooked, so I can't feed it to cats. So, no. Nope, I don't think I do need to care. All right. So that's fine. Oh, let's get a couple of filters here. I don't think I have an ink sac on me, so... but I think I have some back at my base, so we'll deal with that in a little bit. But, filter, go here. I did that wrong. That's okay. Filter, go here. Ta-da! Okay. Yes, so the filter will go here, into the thing, and then we'll have sortable stuff. So, all right, I think what I'll end up doing is giving myself a nice ladder down this way. Okay, turn that off. All right, so let's see. Oh, right, I need a chest. I seem to remember saying that at one point. All right, I don't have any in there. Obviously, I've got wood. I can make more chests. I just wanted to see if I had some. Okay, that's almost cool. Chests. Sure, that's fine. I have no idea how much ink I'm going to get out of this, but some. I'm absolutely going to get some out of this, and that is the important thing. All right, so I think the way I want to do this is hopper go there. And then I'm just going to zigzag down here a little bit. And from here we go. All right, and so that's going to go there. And then I'm going to do one more zig down. I don't know, is it a zig or a zag if you only have one of them? No, I don't know. Okay. Oh, we're purple now. Nice. See, I even supported your weird spelling. Okay. This way I can drop a shulker box right in there. In fact, I think I have an empty shulker box. I had an empty shulker box. I might have put stuff in it. I did. I put stuff in it. I know that sound. Could you not shoot at me for a minute while I get a sword so I can kill you? Okay. I know. How dare I? How dare I call the King's English weird? All right. But then again, I have no particular interest in kings, so, you know. All right, shulker box. There we go. So the plan here with the shulker box is I can let this fill up with ink sacs, and then I can just pull it out and fill it up again later. All right. Cool. And then the last thing that's going to happen... Hi. I don't believe you are invited to this party. Jeez. Yeah. No, that's fine, Sprite. I don't have any particular interest in sports in general or baseball in particular, but other than the occasional... Okay. That's actually the first time I fired a crossbow? Wowzers. Alright, alright. I mean, which is weird, because I like crossbows. Alright, I do not care about that. Alright. Let's see, do I have a dropper? Furnace dispensers, surprisingly enough. Okay. Dropper. Cool. All right, so what I need to do here is, and I don't know that I need it to go that far over, but we'll do a thing. Yeah, it's just nuts. Honestly, that's one of the reasons I've heard that the Rockies are so bad. Is, aside from the fact there are some issues with the ownership and stuff, they have a hard time getting pitchers. Because pitchers, for some strange reason, don't like it when opposing teams put up a lot of numbers on them. And Coors Field, because of the altitude, is a hitter's ballpark, which causes no end of grief for all the happy pitchers. So, it's like, why would I go to Colorado and hurt my pitching stats when I can go pitch in Toronto and not have to worry about it? Okay. I'm going to move this over this way. I do kind of want this to go down that way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a little crazy. All right. All right, so I need another comparator. Yep, I'm definitely going to have to go mine some redstone because I'm starting to run low. I think this is the last redstone dust I have, so mine it, buy it, something. Okay, and I need a computer. Okay, I do have a target block. We'll just use that. Okay. It's been since 1901. Yeah. Okay, so that goes there, and then we repeater. And yeah. And that goes there, and then we can target block right there. All right, and then if we put, okay. Yes, okay, what do you know? It actually worked. I do remember redstone. I spent all that time in create mod. I forgot some of the fun redstone stuff. What I am going to need though is oh, actually I've got a flint and steel. Not on me, but I think I've got some. We'll just have it spit into a fire. Fire tick is off in this world, so I don't have to worry about anything really. They actually had to pull in position players to pitch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so I think I'm done with the hoppers. I need... what do I need? Not shears. I have all the shears. Apparently I have extra shears. Alright, how do I not have a flint and steel? Well, that's just silliness. No, no. Well, cheese monkeys. All right. Well then, let's oh, I should probably put the redstone in the redstone box. I know. I'm stretching the bounds of believability here. It's basically just batting practice. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, it's like I actually wonder if the Rockies would actually win a game against the Savannah Bananas. All right, do I have gravel? Gravel. Yes, I do have gravel. Okay. All right, this is going to be stupid, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. Wonderful. All right, flint and steel. I mean, I probably have more flint and steel hidden around here somewhere, but... Oh, there it is. But, you know, because I know I had to... I was lighting nether portals and stuff. Oh, while I'm here, I need to get... I need to get some Soul sand. That is not going to be enough soul sand. Well, fiddlesticks. All right, since we're already here at the portal. Yeah. Oh, man. You know, I've never been much of a baseball fan. Okay. My dad tried to get me into it a little bit. He was actually I think he was old enough to have been a fan of the Brooklyn Dodgers before they moved to LA. But I remember him being a Mets fan for a long time, and I remember listening to the World Series when the Mets were in it back in the 80s or something. And I was kind of excited when the Rockies came to Colorado. You know, the brand new expansion team. They were playing in Mile High Stadium. They set attendance records. It was great. I think they had one good season. I think they went to the World Series once. Lost it, but at least they went. Heck, even the Nuggets have gotten good. So, I don't know. But I heard the Banana Ball. There is a new Banana League, and they are adding a team in Denver. I said they just bring the Rockies over. It'll save everybody the trouble, you know. But anyway. Okay, so I actually need to go to the gold farm because I think I've got some soul sand over here. Fairly certain. There we go. Yes. Wonderful. That should be sufficient. Okay. Gold farms are so great. Or bartering farms, I should say. You get it set up nicely, and yeah, you get all sorts of good stuff. Stuff that's annoying to get, like obsidian. Yes, I can mine obsidian. It just takes forever. Yeah. And, you know, dried gas. Okay. Alright, we're heading back. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Oh, excuse me. Again, as I was saying, I haven't slept well the last 2 or 3 days, and I'm not looking forward to having to work late tonight, and probably next Thursday as well, as we finish getting these UPSs in. You remember when the Jays won their back-to-back series? Yeah, nice. Yeah, I said baseball was never really my speed. I followed it a little bit. I was, you know, one thing that did pique my interest is, you know, I went to high school with Roy Halladay. And so that was fun, right? This way, you know. You know, again, not that I played or paid a lot of attention to baseball, but it's like, oh, I know somebody who went pro. Woohoo, and stuff. All right, so. All right, so we'll get down here. Light a little fire. And I don't think I have any glass on me, which is fine. Okay. That'll work. So, anything that's not... Oh, I should have... Hang on, I need to head back to my base. I want to get some... I want to get some squid ink to set this filter. Yeah. Yeah, I remember he crashed a plane while high on drugs, I think. It was unfortunate. But... I mean, he was a nice enough guy. Yeah. I said, not many people were friendly to me in high school, so... But he at least wasn't mean to me, so that was good. Oh, right. Ink sac. Now, before I get too much further into this process, I want to take a quick jump over to the wiki. Y level 50 to 63. As long as it's a river or biome. The block above must also be water. The block below must be water or waterlogged. Well, that's unfortunate. So basically, I need 3 layers of water. Well, cheese monkeys. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to move all of my track and all of that stuff. Darn it. See, this is why you read the manual beforehand. Alright. Well, drat. Alright, so... Alright, so let's double check this. 50 to 63 inclusive. So... basically, this is going to have to be the top layer. It's going to have to go 3 down, which means to 3. So that one and that one. Okay, so the signs are going to go here. Okay. I can make that happen. All right, hang on. I'm going to have to slide out and give myself another way down, but... Alright. No. We're fine. Everything's fine. Remember when things were fine? I don't see. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why. I'm just grumpy. I am all grumpy today. The good news is I did put this down low enough that I don't need to worry about too much. So, all right. So we're gonna bring signs this way. Okay. All right. No, we're totally fine. Oh. So that top level is water. Those 2 are water. Those are signs. I'm going to have to move my track down. Darn it. Because I have to have room for the campfires. I mean, yes, they could drop down, but the fact that they'd be on the track and would break the train and... oh, that... Okay. No, we're good. So I just have to redo everything. It's okay. And those fence gates I put up there, not a problem. Part of his niceness came in when he retired. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Said he was a nice enough guy, but I just... you know, I honestly didn't see him a lot because he was playing baseball and I was not. But I think I'm going to need all of that rail back, obviously. Jeez. All right. Make this happen. But that's all right. I think I sent you... I found my high school yearbook for my senior year. And I think I had sent you a picture of him from when he was pitching for my high school. Yep. Darn it. All of that's going to have to move. All right. Well, that's fine. So that's going to go there. So go this way. Levers. Okay, good. Lever, go there. Oh, turn on said lever. Okay, wonderful. Now, all right, so let's get some power in place. I knew somebody else who oh, I should sleep. I think he ended up in training camp with the Broncos in football. Oh, darn it. Who's nearby? Nobody's nearby. Go away. All right. I wonder if they're close enough to those creaking. Well, that could be. But no, he didn't. I don't think he actually made it into the NFL, so. All right. I'm gonna need some more rockets. All right, more rockets I've got. All right. Oh, yep, there's a creeper hanging out up there. That's cool. All right, yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff we're going to have to do down here, but it's all good. Okay, so that's going to go there. We've got one more. So one more row here. Oh, yeah. But an ad thanking the fans. Yeah. Okay. Let's go there. Where's the rails? Of course, I did just dump a bunch of the rails in the thing. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go get some more. Head back and get some more of the rails I dropped off, but this was supposed to be a quick and easy farm. I was hoping I'd just get it all done today and we would get squid and it would be great. And this is not a day where I can just hang out longer because, again, the aforementioned work I've got going on tonight. So oh, nope, that's a mistake. Okay. All right, I think this will be enough for the minecart to keep moving. I always worry a little bit about them not having enough momentum, but I think we'll be okay. And if I need to, I could throw in a couple more powered rails coming off both ends there, I think, but I think we'll be all right. Okay, nice. Granite does not help me today. It's not helpful. Oh, actually, you know what I could do? This would be good, I think. Is, so I don't have to rebuild all of that. Let's do this. That has to stay there, but I can make this powered rail like this, and we just stop a lever right there. Oops, that's not a lever. Okay. There. I don't have to redo the sorting system. Oh, actually, I probably do. Darn it. Because if I put a campfire on top of that... Well, I might be able to... Silly efficiency pickaxes. I might be able to do it this way. Okay, and then I think that'll come up and we'll be all right. I hope. We'll We'll get some campfires in place and see how it works. But for now, let's get a bunch more signs. Oh yeah, all the signs. And we'll get these in place. The good news is these are going to be a lot easier to place now than they were when I first did this, because I don't have to fight the water and all of the other stuff. Oh. And I'm off by 1. That's okay. We'll get it. Yeah, since unfortunately campfires do not stop water and stay lit at the same time. Because strangely enough, when you pour water on a campfire, it goes out. I know. It's strange how this works, but... Okay. So the unfortunate aspect of this is... this, because I'm going to have to take all of those fence gates out and all that, what I was hoping for to help all of the squid plummet nicely isn't going to happen. At least not the way I was hoping. Now, I suppose what I could do... They only have to spawn in columns. I don't have to completely waterlog the whole thing. That's an interesting thought. Hey, StreamHub, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great day over there on the Kick side of the house. Sorry, I'm having thoughts, and they kind of hurt. And I'm not entirely sure what I should do with them. Alright, I need to double check the... Let me get all of these signs in place, and then we'll double check the squid spawning. Yeah, I was a little bit worried that when I come back here, there'd be no squid, you know? It's a little bit of a concern that, you know what? Something's not right. All right. Let's just go get some more signs. I certainly have enough pale oak to make this happen, so... At least I think I do. Maybe not with me, but, you know... Should be close enough. All right. Because I think the bottom row has to be waterlogged. So I think what I can do, ooh, that would be interesting, is I mean, I could waterlog the entire row that's down here on the bottom, right? That would be a possibility. I'm gonna have to go fill in a bunch of stuff over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go fill in a bunch of the space here so that I can do stuff. All right, so let's move that torch, that lever. Okay. All right, so this is all going to have to be solid. You know, for that whole not letting water into the whole area here. Sorry, I'm also not wordsing today. It's definitely a day. I don't know if you've had days, but this is definitely a day. All right, so that's going to come this way. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We've got fun, right? Right? This is called fun. If you remember seeing the movie Ghostbusters 2, it's like, hey kids, let's have fun. Yeah, it's kind of where we're at. You know, we're having fun. All right. All right, so that's going to go there. So what I'm going to do is, if we get... All right, so let me just double check the spawning here again. 2-4 squid can spawn in water from Y level 50 to 63. Got that. As long as it's the river biome. Got that. Block above must be water. Okay. Block below must be water or waterlogged. Okay. But it doesn't say it has to be running, or it has to be source block. So we're going to try this first. Wow. Okay. Awesome. That's a good place for a sign right there. Big fan. Oh, boy. Also, speaking of big fans, it was hot as heck here today. It was almost 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It was toasty. Monsters. You know, I don't particularly care about monsters. I just want the night to go away. All right. Yeah, I don't know what monsters there are, but... Okay, so let's figure out this whole trapdoor or fence gate situation. All right, so I'm going to need more wood, which is totally and completely fine. That's what we're here for. Gonna get the wood, and it's gonna be great. All right, that should be totally fine. All right. I hope this works. I have no idea, but I hope it does. So yeah, what I'm going to do is we'll just going to come down here. And if I checkerboard that. So let's need to get all of those signs out of the way first. So don't know what the best way of doing this is going to be. You got the 500 chunks song and stuck in your head? Nice. Okay, so what I need to do is basically... it's done. Dumb. I need the fence gates first. Okay. I get you. I get you so much. Gates. So many gates. Do I have more sticks here somewhere? I've not heard that one, Sprite. I have not heard that song. Honestly, I missed out on most of the Minecraft parody stuff. Diggy Diggy Hole I did manage to get a hold of, but that's sort of about it. I think this just has something to do with having come to Minecraft, you know, later. All right. So what I need here is, okay. It's going to go right there. All right. All right. Yeah, cool. All right. So yeah, I think this is what I'm going to end up doing is that comes out. That comes out. Okay. And we're just going to do it this way. All right. What a mess. What a mess. Oh, seriously. There's it's just so messy. Okay. Comes out. That also comes out. I need all of those signs to go away that are up there. All right. Okay. Yep. I've heard slow and steady wins the race, but it also just gets really boring. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see the DMs there, Sprite. Thank you. All right. You know what? Something. God. Oh, yeah. We're going to need so much. All right. Yeah, I already know I'm going to need double the fence gates that I have, for example. Okay, so that's all going to come, and this way, and now we get her. Okay. We'll see how many I still need, but we'll get this out here. So, not the sword, I need the axe. Okay. I don't need to be carrying a sword at all. Okay. I had the sword out because I needed all the looting, right? For the creaking farm. And oh, right, that should break all the signs. Oh, that'll be easier. That's right, because all the signs were attached to the one sign, and great. All right. We have signs. All right. So many signs. All right. So let's make up some more gates. Okay, because honestly, this is going to be I think a fairly simple process now that I've got all the fences out of the way. All right, so let's go there. All right, so that row is done. Next row. Here. Right, like that. It's a little. It annoys me a little bit that I'm now opening these in the different direction, but I'm past caring at this point. I just want to get this thing running. Oh. That's... Okay, did I break the... Okay, no, I think I'm okay. So if I come in with the... All right, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's just every once in a while, I got something in the wrong place. Like a sign would misplace. Okay. All right, we've... getting closer. So much closer. Okay. Well, we're about halfway there. The fun part, oops, that's going to come out there. This sign, or this, that one needs to go away. Okay. I think it needs to go away. Who knows? It may need to come back. At this point, I've lost track of what I'm doing. I don't know how any of you are keeping track of anything at home. We're just gonna... Yeah, so I'm doing this so that, in theory, the squid will, they'll swim and they'll end up in those air gaps where those fence gates are. And then they'll be more likely to fall down onto the track and enjoy a life of flaming death. Which, honestly, probably not the best thing for the squids, but works out well for me, and that's all that matters, right? Okay. Wow. Yeah, lots of gates that need to be crafted here. All right, so... Okay, the good news is I've got another stack of logs, so we should be okay here. All right, so get ourselves some more gates. And... wow, this whole sticks thing is becoming a problem. Okay. Would that be enough? Probably not. Let's go ahead and do one more set or so. Should be fairly close here. All right. All right, where was I? Right here. Okay. So that's there, so this should be there. Yeah, see, my hope with these gates here is that that'll cause the squid to fall down faster. Which means they get cooked faster. Okay, at least that's the master plan. Okay. Whether or not that's going to work or not, we'll see. But again, I don't know if what all we're going to need for some of this, but like I don't know if the bottom row needs to be waterlogged, for example. Right now, it's just flowing water, which I think is okay. I've certainly seen squid spawn in waterfalls, right? So should be fine. Oh, it's night. That's not great. Okay. Awesome. Let's hope that I can... Jeez, you guys again? No. No, 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 no. And also, no. We're not going to be putting up with this today. We're just going to, crash into the wall. Set off fireworks in the house, because that's safe. And, alright. Now, actually, this might be a good test, because I hope that we've had squid. I mean, I don't see any. Because, you know, that would be too easy. Okay, so we are going to need this. Right, one of those, and I do have a chest here, right? So we'll just craft a hopper. That's fine. Okay, so we'll need one of those. All right, now, soul sand. If I want to make a soul campfire, I bet I need charcoal. Oh, no, I don't. I need logs, I need sticks, and I need soul stuff. Okay. All right. Now we make the soul campfires. That's not nearly enough. Whoosh. All right. Well, that's not ideal. All right. Well, I'm going to start filling out this area. And I'm definitely going to have to go get some more logs. All right. And we'll have a hopper minecart. But yeah, so let's I'm almost said I've got a short clock today because I've got to stop and get ready for work, which involves putting on like actual pants. Now, I'm wearing shorts, and it's not exactly the best attire for dealing with climbing around server racks and stuff like that. So yeah, just gonna head back this way. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I've got in the way of logs. Hopefully I've got some, but I might have mined out all of my stuff, so all of my wood and things. So we'll see. I might have all of my logs used, which I guess is fine. I just don't really have time to harvest more tonight. All right, let's see what I've got. This way. You stole them. That's right. That's right. All right, so let's see what I've got. Nothing there. Ah, good. I do have a bunch of pale oak. That's going to be great. Terracotta. I know I had a terracotta box here somewhere. But because I just put them in order of whatever I felt like, glass, blackstone, moss. Wow, I just do not have a clue. Okay, well then, terracotta's gonna go in there. Awesome. Andesite's going in there. Cool. Turns out I actually have a fair amount of andesite. That's great. All right, so let's get some more pale oak. And this is it. This is the end of my pale oak. Great. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see if this will solve our problems or not. At least I hope it'll provide enough material I can get those campfires all in place. And turns out my base is a long way underground. An ancient city, man. All right. All right. Well, we'll get over there, and I hope we'll start seeing some squid. I think we're gonna be okay with this, but I don't know. He's going to be close. Okay, so I think I can give myself about 15 more minutes. So hopefully we'll get this done. I hope so. You know, I built that whole creaking door just in a couple of hours. It didn't take that long at all. But this one, no, the squid farm apparently is just, it's just too hard. All right. All right. And okay, yep. Squid have spawned. Perfect. All right, so let's do the thing. I'm going to need okay. Okay, we're going to need all of this, and then we need soul campfires. Oh, right, I don't need planks. What am I doing, man? I would need planks for something. All right, hang on. All right. Let's try this again, this time with feeling. Okay. So I need sticks. Right. All right. Yes, I am going to have enough. So this is going to be fine. Whew. All right. This will be totally okay. I'm going to confuse the crafting recipe, but that's okay. All right. All right. Hey, what do you know? 2 more already. All right. Yeah, see? The fact that we had a squid spawn in there, really, at least it let me know squid can spawn somewhere. And that's going to be important, you know? All right. All right, so I need more campfires. I don't have... How many more do I need? Lots is what I need. Okay. That's fine. Oh, these are already planked. So cool, we'll do that. And campfire. Campfire. Hey, if you remember that old it's a game back in the 80s, something called Crossfire, where you had like you'd shoot like marbles or ball bearings and try to, I can't remember what the goal of the game is. I don't know that I actually ever owned it. But yeah, that was a thing. We had exactly enough campfires. So, okay, and that made it through there just fine. All right. So, this is great. So what I'm going to do is I have to get away from here for a minute. So I'm going to get some more rockets. One of the things I'm going to need to do is set up a little AFK spot that's way up high. Right? Because I need to set a despawn sphere. Right? That's up here. Right? And basically just the tip of it is in this water. Okay. All right. Let's sleep. And I think I saw squid. All right. Am I seeing squid? I can't tell. But yeah, wherever I need to be, though, it needs to be farther away from this to see them spawn, but... Alright. But yeah, so that's the idea. So if I want a despawn sphere here, so let's see, I need Oops, that just reloaded my shaders. That's cool. All right, shapes. I need a I think I need the despawn sphere. Okay, add shape. That's fine. We can enable it. It's going to be set here. And then it's going to have to go up at least at least 80. So let's make that. Okay. And then we have wow, that's really big. That is really big. Okay. So right, because yeah. All right, all right. Stream joke. I used to work for a soft drink can crusher. It was so depressing. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Okay, so this needs to come up even more. All right, let's bring this up to 153, 180, or 280. Okay, I think we're starting to get, okay, now that's too high. Perfect. Perfect. So let's bring this down to 250. All right. And that's still too high. Cool. 220? Almost. Almost. So, let's see. 200. Okay. Not quite. 180. Okay, 180 I think is too low. All right. Okay, so 195, just so maybe I can see it. All right. 195 is a little bit high. So it looks like I need to bring this down about, let's take this down to I guess 185 should probably do it. All right, so yeah, that takes it down there. All right, cool. So basically, I need to now set up a spawning space at 44, 34. Yeah, basically those coordinates, but up at 185 from where I'm at. Okay, which I can do, but I need more scaffolding. Okay, hang on. Everything is very pink here for a minute. Let's see if I've got more scaffolding. I might not, but I think I do. All right, and I need some glass. All right. 2 stacks is going to be more than enough. All right. Let's get down here and unfortunately, I think I've got to come light up a lot of this desert too, but that's all right. All right, so 4834 18 is 7280. 47280. Sure. Close enough. All right. And then I also need to go up to, just again, so I can get this, 185. All right. Which is really high. it's really high. I don't think I have that much scaffolding. But we'll go until I run out. And I've run out. Okay. Alright, so I need to go up to 185. Which honestly in this area is not that high. Because I'm in mountains and all of this stuff here, so. Yeah, during the day it's not going to be bad. I won't have to worry about hostile mobs, but at night it could be interesting. All right, 185. All right. All right, give me just a sec, and then I'll turn off the renderer so we can get that pink haze off there. Four and 5. Okay. It's good enough. All right. Turn that off. Okay. And now it's just dark. 2, 3. 2, 3. Like that. All right. This really doesn't need to be this big, but I know what my flying skills are, and I want to have a little bit more space to land. Also, I went off too far on one side. That's fine. Totally fine. Just do it this way. 1, 2, 3. Right? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. And I'll have to, obviously, I'll dig out that dirt column. But let's free cam down for a minute. Yeah, my flying skills are not horrible. Okay, yeah, see, we're getting squid now. Yes, we have squid. They are well, they're existing. So the hope was that they would swim and drop down, but I'm not entirely sure that they are. All right. Well, let's head back down. We'll see how much we've collected. Oh, wow. All right. And we'll see how much of my scaffolding ends up getting burned in the fire, but, you know. Okay, so we should have squid. Yeah, all right. We've only got 5 ink stacks, but... Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we're filling up. Okay, so it's not... Wasn't ideal, but it works. Nice. Let's I would like for that creeper to go away. Is what I would like. All right. Here, I'm just going to take this bed up with me. Let's fly back up there. Okay. And I should probably fill that hole so I don't fall down and cause myself all sorts of pain and suffering. All right. Now, the other side of this is I do want a little bit of a box. But we'll... You know, something that I could stand in and not get phantomed if I happen to AFK here for a while. Which I might do. Okay. Alright, so now, well, let's free cam back down, and I need to be calling it. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely getting squid. They are swimming. Some of them might end up falling in, but you know, squid don't care about water. They don't care that it's flowing down or anything like that. They just swim. So but yeah, if they could just sort of float out to a place where they could drop down and end up dying and stuff, that would be great. Right? That would be wonderful. Yes, all the particles there make it a little bit harder to see, but all right, but I think we've got it. All right, let's just fly back down here. I really don't want to land in there and die, because all of my gear would be destroyed. Okay. But yeah, we're definitely getting some ink, which is great. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just head back up there, head up to my AFK spot, and we'll just AFK here for a while I end the stream, because that's a thing that has to happen. But I do want to give a shout out to all of my awesome supporters over at musicfreegaming.com, who are both awesome and amazing at the same time. You can become a supporter. Just go to musicfreegaming.com, signed up for the ends, you know. Did I just end by splatting? I did. I landed hard, but I am still alive. So we got that going for me. Next stream will be Saturday morning at 7:30 a.m. U.S. Mountain Time. So like, subscribe, turn on notifications, you know, so that your platform of choice tells you that I'm live. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.